General liability is something you need to have in place for all coverage. Wildfire zone is an issue. Thinking about self-insuring, thinking about there is a property damage limit. Property damage is part of the general liability. There's a property coverage which is separate from general liability. There's general liability, property coverage. Property of 670,000 would be like a building limit, perhaps, and contents. And there's business income associated with it as well. And there is a general liability is usually 1 million per occurrence, 2 million aggregate. There's a medical expenses $5,000 limit. There's damage to rented premises of 100,000. Products and completed operations of 2 million. Usually by endorsement, you may find that medical expense limit is increased to like 10 or 15K, and the property damage would be maybe increased to like 250K or 500K. And that's the general liability part. And then there's the property. If you own a property, then the general liability is usually the slip and fall premises liability, and then the property coverage relates to the structures, the buildings themselves. So you would need coverage in place for both the general liability and the property. So making sure the named insureds are correct across all of the locations is something that is critical as well. And also you could have umbrella liability that goes over the general liability. That would just increase the limit. Like if you had $1 million general liability and you had a $5 million umbrella, that would create a $6 million limit.